I'm going to walk through how to add fobs and change users through remote link. So we'll first go and open a remote link. Okay, so password is up next to the computer here, so you can see it. I won't throw this on YouTube. Just click no, I've done it. So we'll have here, it'll come up with panel information. If you don't see panel information, you can just go to File, click Panel Information, and it'll come up. So we're going to go here, Access Panel 1. Well, I did Access Panel 1 earlier, so we'll do Access Panel 2. You have to do each panel for each user that you want to use, because this is not entre. So I'll go ahead and click OK. Go up to here where it says Panel, and connect, and then it'll connect to panel. It was OK, so panel 2 is connected. OK. Now we'll go up here to panel, and I want to retrieve the panel. So just hit retrieve. You don't have to click any of that on the retrieve portion. Okay, and it'll take a little bit because it's grabbing all the information from the security panel, all the user codes that are programmed into it. So the more user codes that you have, the longer it will take to retrieve the panel. It's kind of old hardware. Okay, so this is panel retrieve, so we'll click OK. So now I'm connected to the panel, and then now I have all the information to work with in the program. So we'll go to Program. There's a lot of options here, but for our purposes today, we're just going to go to User Codes. Okay, so this is going to give us all the usernames and the codes that are associated with each fob. So we'll go down. I already have all of my fobs programmed. I'm just waiting to enter a name into them. So we go here. It takes a long time for this to pop up, so if it doesn't come up, just wait and it should pop up depending on the which panel or the system itself. So I'm adding this user here because he broke his fob. Okay, and then we're not going to hit OK. First we'll hit Apply. Okay, so now we can see that change took. Okay, and then we'll hit OK. Alright, so now here's the important part. Before we move on to the next panel, we have to click panel here. Okay, and then we're going to send. Okay, but now we want to make sure that we click changes only. If we don't click changes only, it's going to send all of the information back, which takes a really, really long time to upload for some reason. So just click changes only, so just that one name. It should go relatively quick. It's much faster than retrieving the panel. But sending the whole panel back is even longer than retrieving the entire panel information. Okay, so now we're done with that. So we can either choose to disconnect if we're done with everything, or we can go to File, back to Panel Information, and then now when we go to this panel, and then we'll go down, click OK, and then it'll prompt you, are you sure you want to open the current panel and close the previous panel? Go ahead and click yes. Sure you want to disconnect? Yes. Okay, so now we'll go and we'll retrieve this panel information. Oh, sorry, we'll connect first. connect again. Panel connected. And then panel retrieve everything. Okay. It's going to take a little time. A lot of time. These are the fobs that we work with at our building. And so this number back here is not actually the number that we enter into the program. This is associated with an actual number that is going to be entered and that actually controls the RFID tag itself. So that's just kind of like double security, so nobody can pull the actual code from the outside of the fob and then know the security code. Retrieved, okay. So now we'll go to program, user codes. For some reason it doesn't like to drag, so hit the arrow. All the way down to 108, so that's the one I want to program. And so you can see here, nothing is happening on the right side here. And that's because it's just taking a long time to catch up and kind of, I guess, load up all the usernames and codes into the program. As you scroll down, it doesn't preload everything, it just kind of loads it as you scroll down to the users. So sometimes it can take a really long time before that actually comes up, and then just don't enter anything until then. I know maybe some of you watching have used Entre in the past, and so this is kind of the program that Entre we can use instead of Entre, but it's just more manual, and so it takes more steps to program one user. You have to do it by each individual panel. Okay, so that came up. Enter my user, and then I hit apply, so it's loaded up. Okay. Go back up to program. Oh, whoops, no. Go to panel. I want to send, and I'm just going to send changes only, so it won't take forever. Hit send. And then okay. Okay, so let's say you're at this point, and then you're like, oh, I forgot to put another name in on the same panel. Well, the panel is still loaded in the program. Just because you sent it back doesn't mean it won't carry the changes that you've just made and then all of the information that you retrieved. So you can go make another change, resend the changes only, and then it will be just like the same difference. You won't have to re-retrieve the panel one more time to do that. So we can actually go in and it'll still have all of the information ready to go. Yeah, that's about it. So right here, this number to the right for profile, it's the access, right? So that's your profile number, so you can see it right here. Number 1 is all access, and so you can decide, you can pick your access that you want on the right side here. So if you only want them to go into certain parts of the building, you would click it here. We can edit those profiles through the programming. Just hit OK. Program. And then right here to profiles. And then so this will allow you to arm and disarm certain areas, access certain areas. So you would have to know in your setup which areas are which. And then you can set up schedules right here for the different profiles. So if you only want morning people to be able to come in the morning, you can do that. So their keys lock them out in the afternoon, and so on and so forth. And then there's all the different options here, things that they're allowed to do and not allowed to do. I'll just cancel because I don't want to edit any of that here. We are not really high security, so we just give our employees access to everything. Okay, so that concludes this video on using remote link in place of entre.